Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will have the first possession of the game. And here... they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Now the toss. Breaks the tackle. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
Attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Miami's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. Nifty little dance step. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house force it. Touchdown, Red Wolves. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Purdue pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, Boilermakers football. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Handoff from the gun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Crosby. Coming after it. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
On target to the left. Afterburner's coming. On Miami. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Right back to the well. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll run play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll knock him down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Red Wolves! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way and he's running free. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Discards a man. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Crosby. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab and he's dragged down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
To the ground, he's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease, it's Renfro. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Red Wolves have their offense in high gear. Now they're going to throw it. He's got his man across the middle, carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Spears. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Now the pitch. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arkansas State 21, Miami 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Finds his man down the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the in...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end. But he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Spears. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Comes out throwing on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Red Wolves will line up to kick off and start the second half.
28, Miami 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Bulls! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Crosby. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Oh, look out! The 20. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
How about that job after the catch on a critical third down?
Ready? Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is... Timeout is gone. And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. This offense is desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to throw it again. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return.
offense will take over.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Of 6. Brings up.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be.
Nothing but green ahead. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Takes the easy completion. Ran through the contact. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, there's the ball! It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
On the double.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
They'll try the left side. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Red Wolves are threatening on 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're working that left side. Snowed under by the defense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Finds his big tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll... no attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking to throw, it's Crosby. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll pitch it. Got some room headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And the beatdown has ensued. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Complete downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Crosby. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's caught downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance.
Give to the back.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll pitch it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Here we go.
He's going to pass. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Parker. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got an open man. Smashes through the tackle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Looking downfield, it's Crosby. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. That's reeled in. It's Hall. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.